rival. Georgia Tech, been that way for years, gonna continue to be that way. And like I said, this is more of a pride game than anything. You know, we pride ourselves on running this state, so we definitely want to come out on top.
I know throughout the week you guys will study this more and more, but just what's your first impression of quarterback Haynes King and what he's doing with that offense this year?
Guy brings a lot of juice, a lot of energy. Really, I feel like he's definitely turned that program completely around. That was one of the things that Coach Smart said after the win versus Tennessee. He basically just said that this is not the same Tech as it's been over the years. Those guys are coming to play, and we're going into their stadium, so it's always gonna make fun for a great matchup. And those guys are definitely gonna bring it. They're gonna give us their best shot.
Javon, over here. I could be wrong, but I don't think Georgia Tech offered you out of high school.
No.
Does that mean anything to you? I mean, you're a Georgia football player and didn't get offered by Georgia Tech. First of all, you have to be an anomaly. Second of all, do you think about that at all?
I mean, a lot of schools didn't offer me that one offers, bro. So at the end of the day, I'm here now, so none of that stuff really matters. Like I said, but I mean, I'd be fool to say like, you know, certain schools I don't kind of, you know, say have a chip on my shoulder about, but at the end of the day, I just want to come out with a W. That's it.
Looking forward to see Dominic Blaylock and chance maybe to shut him down and talk a little smack.
Yeah, man. Shout out my boy Dom, man. We used to say we make jokes with Dom all the time at practice, man, because Dom was so nonchalant and he was so skilled. Like, me and Tykeem make jokes all the time. Dom didn't even really care, and he'd still be messing you up at practice. Like Dom's a great player, man. I'm excited to face off him this weekend.
Javon, with Dom there, Brett Seifert, Coach Faulkner there, does that add anything to this rivalry that there's some familiar faces on the other side this year?
I don't know if it adds anything, but like I said, it really doesn't matter who's over there. We want to win. You know, so those are our guys. Those will always be our brothers. But at the end of the day, they were a different time. They were a different team this year. So we're trying to come up with a victory.
It's Coach Smart has gotten to where he's joking about the first score per game, the other team scoring first and all that. I'm sure that's something you guys would like to change. But specifically to Tennessee, what was the breakdown on that? And then what have you guys been able to do so well to where it ends there?
In-game adjustments, man. In-game adjustments. You gotta, like this group is different, man. You through the past defenses, man, you got one legendary defense you got last year who was just felt like underdogs, and then this year it's just like, you know, we don't really know what's going on, especially on the first drives. But like I said, we mastered the in-game adjustments, man, and like really just stopping. I don't think we was in the right play call for the thing that they ran, but like I said, the guy, straight shot, man, he hit it and he was off to the races. But that's something we got to work on, man. We can't do the things that we want to do while giving up first drive touchdowns, let alone first play.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're someone who came in with Kamari and obviously know him well. This season in particular, where have you seen him sort of come along the most and make improvements in himself with the season that he's had?
Really just, I mean, the guy comes in to work day in and day out. He's one of those guys that loves football. You know, I live with him, so we connect on a personal level, man. So it's just like his attention to detail, the way he does walkthroughs, the way he takes notes, you know what I'm saying, the way he guides the younger players, man. It's a true testimony of what really hard work gets you, and he's gonna get everything that he's, you know what I'm saying, worked so hard for, because the dude just comes in and works day in and day out, and it's a pleasure to play with him.
Hey Javon, I feel like a lot of us were in awe of that play that Tyke had where he ran over the blocker and made that open field tackle. First of all, what was your reaction to that play? Because I feel like that's like a DB's dream, that kind of play. And second part, are you guys taught to strike the block right away when you see a block on the outside like that to either create an opening for you or for someone else on the team?
I mean, at the end of the day, you got to do your job. That's what we're taught. You know what I'm saying? Do your job. If you can make the play, make the play. Don't be a robot. But I see Tyke do that on a daily basis. I'm gonna be honest. All the receivers that say nobody want to block Tyke. And it's just the guy comes in to work day in and day out, and he's another player that's having a tremendous year on this defense, and it was well deserved because he's definitely been through a lot, and I'm happy for him.
Ron, they haven't had a night game against Georgia at Georgia Tech for a long time. You guys have played them at noon the last couple of years, and then SEC championship the next week. What's it gonna be like to, be there late game and then turn around and have an important week ahead?
We gotta do what we gotta do. We don't really control what time we play. They at 7 o'clock you said, 7:30. That's what time we gotta play. And then after we get done with that game, we're not really worried about the SEC championship right now. We'll get that when the week is there. But like I said, right now we focused on Georgia Tech at 7:30. We got to showcase against them. So we got to do all the preparation this week to get ready for Georgia Tech so we can come up victorious.
Javon, I think you had that PBU in the end zone against Tennessee, and you got up and where did that move come from, and how much fun are you guys having, and how important is that when we talk about streak and pressure, and it looks like you guys are just playing free and easy out there.
That's a little DB thing, man. A little seatbelt action, man. But yeah, that's something that we do all around the country, just DBs as a collective group. But I mean, it's fun, man. This game is fun. It doesn't matter. Like I feel like people put a little too much like pressure in the sense like it's still a game. Like we're athletes. We're students. Like we're just playing the game that we love, playing the game that we've been playing since we was 5, 6 years old. Like there's never no. I know for me personally, there's never no pressure. I'm playing a game. I'm doing something that I love to do. So I don't really get into the streaks and things like that. But anytime I step on that field, it's a pleasure. I'm grateful. I show tremendous gratitude. Thankful for the man above for giving me the opportunity to play this game. And anytime I step out there with my brothers, like I shed tears. I bled with those guys. So like anytime I get to step out there with them, it's always gonna be fun.
Speaking of doing something that you love, I just want to ask how much you've enjoyed doing podcasting this year, and what areas doing that do you think you've grown the most in?
It's fun, man. I always wanted to I grew up. Me and my mom grew up watching Shannon Sharpe and Skip Bayless. That was some things we did before I got on the bus in the morning, went to school. We used to watch Shannon Sharpe and Skip, and like that was our little thing, man. So really, just broadcast is always something that especially the podcast, just be open, be yourself. I feel like the people really don't really get to see our personalities outside our helmet, outside our shoulder pads and things like that. So that's just another way for me to showcase personality along with my brother Jackson. So just really just give the people something to see outside of football.
What have you seen out of Jalen Kilgore this year? I know you guys are good friends. He's balling out at South Carolina. Just his development and just that relationship, you guys both being from around the Millersville area.
I talk to him frequently, so I talk to him here and there, especially when we get a chance. I remember we was coming back. I forget what game it was when he caught his first interception versus Tennessee. Man, I was watching it on the bus, and really just I knew he was gonna be great from the moment we came out together. Man, it's just his work ethic since he was a child. Man, he comes from a great family, great brothers. Those guys paved the way for him. Great, like I said, great family, great father, mother as well. Man, just knowing where he came from, I knew he was gonna be special, man. And he continued to do special things, and I'm proud of him, tremendously proud of him.
Got time for 2 more questions?
First, I hope you have a long football career because I don't want you coming from a job. Secondly, with Thanksgiving approaching, just curious what you're thankful for.
Thankful for everything, man. I'm thankful for this team, this organization. Thankful for my family. Thankful to be in front of y'all today, man. I'm thankful to have breath. I'm thankful for everything, man. Everything that my Lord and Savior has given me, I show tremendous gratitude for. And I can't wait to eat.
Obviously, the joy of the game is going to be part of the answer here, but when Kirby has talked in the past about teams getting complacent and that being the enemy, obviously that's not an issue for you, but collectively, how do you think this team has avoided that and stayed on that hunter mentality? Is it being humbled by the opening drives? Is it knowing there's so much more you can do to get better still?
Definitely. I feel like you can get better each and every day at all the things. Even things that you so-called good at, you definitely can get better at. As far as the team, I mean, you guys read the news. We've been on upset alerts for I don't know how many weeks now, and we continue to take those punches and keep going, man. So complacency is really not an idea now. I know I said that before, but I really believe it. We go out and work day in and day out. We're gonna go out there and work today. We're gonna work tomorrow. We're gonna work Wednesday. So the work is there. The proof is in the pudding, man. You can't be complacent and be here. It just doesn't really, correlate like that. It just doesn't happen. So like I said, we're taking it one game at a time, man. We're looking to dominate any